Yo, what is up? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy 23 baby, right quick, back on the mic. And we got us some NBA predictions, man. Chris Paul to the Warriors, man. Let's get it started right quick. Biggest question, is it a Chris Paul curse or is it just Chris Paul being unfortunate, man? We about to find out in this video. So let's start with this Clippers journey, man. Let's get a little background check. Chris Paul went to the Clippers in 2012. My man in 2013 was up 2-0, but lost to Memphis in 6 games in the first round. 2014, they choked that game 5 against Oklahoma and then ended up losing in 6 games. 2015, they lost to Houston Rockets. They choked a 3-1 lead. 2016 Clippers got knocked out by the Portland Trailblazers, and then 2017 the Clippers were knocked out in 7 games. And this discussion comes really hard because although Chris Paul, he choked a lot of games, we have to take into account where he played some games injured or his teammates were injured, like Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and some key role players. So this argument is very hard, and I would say in the Clippers days, it's really hard to decide whether it is a curse or Chris Paul. It's just very, very unfortunate. So maybe we have a better chance of understanding this question once he goes into the Houston Rockets. We are now in Houston. We are now a new player with new opportunities. We have this all-star James Harden player, who is the leader of this team. We have just, new players and teammates to work with. Trevor Ariza, Gordon Hayward, all these new players. 2018 was a very, very nice year for Chris Paul. He was the first seed in the Western Conference and made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. And he was up 3-2 against the Golden State Warriors, who just won the championship in 2017. And he got hurt in game 6. And it threw the whole process off. And the Houston Rockets ended up losing in 7 games. And it's now just looking like Chris Paul being unfortunate. Let's talk about next year in 2019. The Warriors are now very unfortunate with Kevin Durant getting hurt in game 5. And now the Houston Rockets, they are looking like the one in control. They are now going home in game 6. They're trailing 3-2 in this scenario, and there is no Kevin Durant on the floor. But the Houston Rockets couldn't get it done. Stephen Curry took over in the game, and we are now looking at, the Rockets not making it to the finals again. So now it's looking like, is Chris Paul just a curse instead of it being unfortunate? Because like I said, injuries do happen in this NBA game. It's just going to happen. And once Chris Paul is, he has the advantage, it seems like he still can't get it done. So it's now looking like Chris Paul just has a curse that he can't win when it matters the most. But now Chris Paul, he is going to go into the Phoenix Suns, which now he has a better opportunity into winning this. Now we are in Phoenix. Chris Paul is on the downside of his career, but he's still able to start as a all-star point guard. And his teammate is now Devin Booker. He has a teammate in DeAndre Ayton. And he is the first seed of the Western Conference again, which, it's a very, very great accomplishment. And now the Lakers, who are no longer a threat to this Western Conference Finals, and Kawhi Leonard, he got hurt. So the Clippers are not a threat. They ended up beating the Clippers in 6 games. And now the Phoenix Suns are facing the Bucks in the 7-game series in the finals. The biggest thing Chris Paul could not do was make it to the finals, and he finally completed that part of his career, is making it to the finals. He is now 2 games away from winning the championship after going up 2-0 against the Giannis Bucks. And what does Chris Paul do when his number is called? He shits the bed and loses 4 games straight to the Bucks. Now, is this just Chris Paul being unfortunate? Or is this just Chris Paul having a curse where he just can't win and he chokes in the clutch? We have the history, we have the background. Is this a Chris Paul curse, or is this Chris Paul being unfortunate? I'm now going to answer that question with my unbiased thoughts. Chris Paul has had a lot of playoff series where he's been up leading the series, and a lot of playoff series that he should have won. And in certain situations, yes, his team has gotten injured, but the times where his team was fully healthy, he has still lost. Can we explain him being up 2-0 against the Bucks? How about Chris Paul being up 3-1 against the Rockets? We just cannot explain these series losses. Here are my predictions for Chris Paul and the 2024 Warriors. I believe that the Warriors are going to be a powerhouse unit offensively, but they are going to struggle defensively. Stephen Curry and the Warriors have proved countless of times that they know how to win a championship, and they've been in this situation before. I still believe in the Chris Paul curse, and I do not think that the Warriors are going to win a championship this year. I believe that they will thrive in the regular season, but they will struggle in the playoffs, and I believe that they're going to lose in the first or second round. But Chris Paul, please prove me wrong. I would love to see you get a ring, honestly. I think you're one of those players who deserve it. You're not my favorite player, but you're one of those players I respect, and I love watching your game. But yeah, those are my predictions. Subscribe to 23 Baby for more content. And yeah, man, I'm out.